Hi friends, as promised, we are going to talk about psychological tests in SSP today. As you are aware, there are four parts of psychological tests in the SSP. They are thematic perception test, word association test, situation reaction test, and self-description test. In my previous video, we have already spoken about thematic perception test, also known as picture writing test. Today, in this video, we will talk about word association test. Friends, in word association test, the psychologist judges your personality. Here, 60 words are shown to you one by one. The problem here is that each word is shown only for 12 to 15 seconds, and within this time, you have to read this word, think a sentence on it, and write a meaningful sentence. And hence, in the bargain, you are left with just 6 to 8 seconds to write the sentence on that word. You are given two types of words. One can be positive words like courage, another can be negative words like death, rape, disaster, etc. So you should be prepared for both. Some people who have just come out of the SSB told me that the seconds given for the negative word are little less and you might get just 9 to 10 seconds for a negative word. Gentlemen, after watching the responses of hundreds of students who have given their responses to me on word association test, I am going to tell you what type of statements or what type of sentences I get from the students. The first and the most common sentence which I get is a statement of fact. It is like a truth which everyone knows, like Ganges is a river, or Bangladesh is towards India's east, or America is a great power. So all these types of sentences are statements and everybody is aware of these. The second type of sentences which many people use are should and must type of things. Like they are trying to teach others. You should respect others, you should do this, you should follow customs. That is the second type of sentences which are used by many students. The third type of sentences which people use are sometimes the meaningless sentence. They don't mean anything actually. He went to market. That is just a basic sentence. It doesn't mean, it's a very ordinary sentence, and that is also sometimes once you are short of time, that time you try to use this type of word. The last type of sentences or the responses which we get are value based, action oriented, or something related to society upliftment. Like you say that walking every day is good for health. So this is something action. You are showing your intelligence and you are doing showing your analytical mind also here. Another thing can be organizing blood relief or blood camp is a good service. So that means you're looking at social issues, you're looking at society upliftment. Now the question comes is, what type of sentences should you make in your word association test? The first one, which is the statement of fact, does not prove anything in your personality and hence they should not be used in word association test. The second one, like teaching others, you should not resort to teaching others. Hence, such type of words are also not recommended. And third thing, meaningless or ordinary sentences, they prove that the person does not have an analytical mind and gives a very negative impression of that person. Hence, they should be avoided. And lastly, the sentences which are intelligence, which are value oriented, which give some action or which talk about society upliftment are the words which we are looking at, are the sentences which you must use for your word association test. I'll show you the same with help of certain examples. First of all, let's take a very simple word called sun. Various sentences which you can make with this word are sun rises in the east, everyone should bow the rising sun comes every day, or sun is source of energy for us. Now, let's analyze what type of sentences are these four sentences. The first one, the sun rises in the east, it's a simple statement of fact and hence not recommended, everyone knows it. The second one, everyone should bow the rising sun. Here, you're trying to teach something to others. This is also not recommended. The third one, sun comes every day. It is something which a confused person has given and hence shows nothing, hence not recommended. And lastly, sun is a source of energy for us. It shows little analytical mind in that person that the person has thought about something, there is some action oriented response in this, and hence this is the best response. Such type of sentences should be used by you. The second word let's take is honest. So here somebody might give 4 or 5 sentences like honesty is the best policy. This is a statement of fact. Everyone knows about this. So not recommended. Second sentence, everyone should be honest. This is nothing. You're trying to teach the values to others. Hence not recommended. Third sentence, which is a meaningless sentence, is honesty wins. Nothing. Not recommended. And finally, if somebody says that honesty adds value to one's character, this is a little action oriented word. It talks about intelligence, it talks about values in that person, and hence such type of sentence should be used, hence recommended. Now let's take a very common word called love. Somebody might say love always wins. It's again, everybody knows that and the statement of fact, hence not recommended. Second can be like teaching others, preaching, you say that one must love others. Not recommended here also because it becomes teaching, preaching. Third thing can be I love army. Frankly speaking, it's a good thing, but actually in word association test, it's a very simple or ordinary word and hence it becomes meaningless sentence and hence not recommended. And finally, if somebody writes like love is source of internal happiness, so here again it's action oriented, it's a value based sentence and hence you should look for such type of sentences in whatever word has been given to you. Another very common word, beauty. If you write beauty is skin deep, everybody knows about it. Statement of fact, not recommended. Second, one must not feel proud of her beauty. Again, you're teaching, it contains must or should, not recommended. Third sentence, if somebody writes Ashwarya is beautiful. Again here, it becomes meaningless sentence, does not give any meaning. Hence, not recommended. And finally, if somebody writes like a beautiful mind helps in positive thoughts. So, it becomes action oriented, it becomes a value based sentence and hence recommended to be used. Lastly, let's take a negative word called rape. So if you say rape is a crime, it's a statement of fact, we all know that, not recommended. Second thing, if you say that we should boycott rapists, again you're trying to teach something, you're trying to impose something on others, hence not recommended. The third thing you can say is rapists must be killed. Here what is showing is your bent of mind, you're taking law into your own hands and hence again not recommended. And lastly, if you say like value based education can eliminate rapes in society. So here it is a society related thing, it's an internal thing, it's an action oriented thing and hence such type of sentences are recommended. Here you can say that you can make a positive sentence out of a very negative word also. Hence gentlemen, now you will get an idea of what type of sentences you should make out of the words given to you. The most important tip gentlemen here is maintain your originality. Never copy a word or a sentence which somebody has given you. If you maintain your originality, you will definitely make it. Here friends, I am once again reiterating that whatever responses you give in word association test, they will be tallied with the responses given in thematic aptitude test, other psychological tests, GTO tests and also whatever you tell to the interviewer. Hence, it is very important that you stay genuine and practical. Never copy sentence of others or whatever has been taught to you in the academy. And always at the back of mind, remember the 15 officer-like qualities which I have given in my video. Your every action, your every sentence, your every word should be oriented towards those 15 officer-like qualities. And finally, like every good instructor, I'm not going to leave you like this. I'm going to give you some homework which you should do online and submit to me on the YouTube comments itself. We will get your comments, your responses checked by a psychologist and reply back to you on the YouTube comments itself. These are the 5 words which you have to write sentences and post me immediately once you see this video. The words are hate, crime, peace, sex and mother. Make sentences on them and post in the comments column. Dear friends, if you like this video, please share with others. Please tell it to the maximum people what you can do. To get additional information about the SSV interview process or the process of joining the armed forces, please see the videos on my channel Rahagir India, which you can see on your slide. Thanks for watching. See you later.